And today, we're reacting to Fresh finally receives his Negro wake-up call. This be the moments where I just don't understand why certain black people will climb and die on the hill that the people at the top of that hill don't even want you to climb and die on. They'll use you up, and then whenever your body's there on the top of the hill, they kick you off and let it roll down to the bottom. I just don't get it, man. That being said, let's get into it. Post to the stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5, 6 p.m. Let up.
Fresh, I just don't like you. You're I just don't like you.
Oh my gosh. Fresh, I just don't like you. You a BAN. Jesus. Nah, I'm with you. But I hear my people, but I don't see my people. Nah, he don't even sound African American.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again.
Interesting
another episode
intro going on here.
The Celebrity Junk. The Fresh and Fit podcast is notorious for kicking out women on their show, but they're also notorious for disrespecting black people. This has become a
and it's so like, yo, look at the skin on this man. Both of them. I mean, I don't know what Buddy right here is, but look at the skin on the man. That's the thing. It'd be kind of crazy when you see Buddy go. He start doing all that woofing, all that rah-rah, right? And he's talking crazy. And it's like, you a black dude sitting there looking at that agreeing. It just be crazy.
Competitive theme within the complex of their show idea altogether.
Reparations are for okay. Black people need to just stop being lazy. You're not gonna get a handout, okay? We're not gonna give you your reparations because guess who's gonna have to pay for that? The middle class is gonna have to pay for it. Yes. Now, let's keep it 1,000. You get your reparations. What you gonna do with it? You'll buy a bunch of some Jordans, some drugs, some weed.
Now, in this instance, you hear Myron, of course, talking about
a supremacist. A true white supremacist.
About how silly black people are for reparations. And then Fresh.
And I'm even the type of person where I'm not even stunting the reparations, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I really support the reparations thing. But it's like, it's a better, classier way to go about that and argue that. You just sound like a supremacist.
Sitting there just listening. Now, it'd be one thing if Myron was sitting there talking about blacks and then Fresh wasn't saying anything. But again, Fresh starts to get involved with it too. And he does more in this clip.
Yeah. What good, you gotta buy some Fendi? You gotta buy some
guns?
You gotta buy some guns?
Rub?
Yeah. Like, you aren't gonna spend the money and invest.
Go back to jail.
Majority are gonna do criminal.
Yep, 100%.
Come on, man. Let's keep it $1 million. Let's keep it all the way $1 million.
Buy some rims. Oh yeah, look at the spin. Yeah, look at the spin.
It's not.
What is this? This is not even. What is this? Buy some rims that spin? What are we even talking about, bro? Jesus! What are we even doing? Buy some rims that spin? This nigga, what are we? It's very distasteful and lame. It's just very distasteful and very lame, bro.
Interesting. Whenever you consider Fresh dealing with like the Jews, he has the utmost respect for the Jews. So even if Myron starts going off on the Jews, Fresh will refuse to say anything. And again, they're implicated
because of what comes with that. If the same repercussions came with talking about African Americans, he's not going like that. It's just that, you know, black people are the most hated, but the most copied and culture stolen people in thy world. Stamping that.
Indicating how silly blacks are for wanting reparations. And again, both of these guys got into America because of the Civil Rights Act of 1965 that helped other people like themselves. I believe Fresh is from Barbados and then Myron from Sudan. Two guys who come from the African diaspora.
Yeah, so these are both Africans. Well, he's from Barbados, but one of them was African.
Got into the country specifically because they were black and they benefited from the black struggle. But then it gets worse.
I could go fucking do shit with it. I tried being for like 6 months. That's your bro. Yo, listen, man.
The big chains and all that.
I tried.
So he says here, I tried being the N-word. It was the R-word, right? It was silly. It didn't make any sense. Now, here's a situation that you come across when you, as a black person, go around disrespecting black people. Then what you don't understand is you're setting the tonality for somebody to come ahead and disrespect you also. And this is what a lot of blacks don't understand. When other groups, see you disrespecting black people, then technically they're gonna come out and they're gonna do the same exact thing to you one day. And then when it happens to you, all of a sudden, you're not ready for it. Well, it happened the other day on Fresh and Fit.
Fresh, I just don't like you. You're a bitch ass. I just don't like you. And Myron, you tell guys to get into real estate. It's like, bro, the barrier for entry to that is so high. Like, you need to just tell people to buy Bitcoin. It's really that simple.
So why am I?
I just don't like you, bro. I just, like, it's that simple.
Are you
I
white?
just don't like you.
Are you white? What you mean, are you white?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm white.
You just said the N-word?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter. You one of them. What are you talking about? You just said the N-word? Don't y'all support the whole, your man's, freedom of speech, say whatever you want. I'm with it. Say whatever the fuck you want. Why you feeling but don't feel disrespected now. You supposed to be like, no, I'm not no damn, don't call me that. I'm one of y'all. That's how you supposed to be responding to this.
I didn't give you the pass.
I did.
I didn't give you the pass, though.
I don't need a pass.
He ain't giving the pass though. That's kind of funny. He did choke. I ain't give you the pass though.
Don't need one. Did.
That is you, my friend.
So here's the
Never
thing, bro.
needed one.
All right, let me.
You need one, my friend.
I'm from the street. Like, I'm really
No,
from
you're
the
not. You're a white
Yes,
boy.
I am, brother.
Your mom's
Yes, I
basement.
am, bro.
Oh,
you can
bro,
ask
please,
about me.
please.
Ask about me in the area that I live in, brother. You can ask about me.
Where you live at?
I live in Dallas. You can ask about me, bro.
Texas?
Yes, sir.
He live in Dallas. What part of Dallas you live in, my brother? Dallas. You know damn well you up there in that Plano, in that Frisk.
Hey, go inside and sit in the street. I promise you, they'll beat your ass.
I do it all the time, brother. I got tons of
you
homies
don't.
in the hood,
No,
bro. I got in
Dallas?
South Dallas. I got in East
hold
Dallas.
on.
I got homies in
I
North
don't Dallas. You said
I got homies
face,
everywhere,
break your face,
brother.
bro. You're
You're-
cap-
Bro, I see through your fake ass facade, brother.
What
I see
facade?
through it.
I am me on camera,
like
having
it's
fun.
not-
I got the lifestyle you wish you had, and you're in your mom's basement probably. Oh, bro. Okay. Okay. And? Oh, I said the N-word. You want a brownie? You're not Nick Fuentes, bro. He can say it. You got to pass. You don't.
You're not Nick.
You're not Nick, bro.
So now here we have a white guy who calls Fresh a B-A-N.
He called him a B-A-N too. He called that man a B-A-N.
It was shocking because Fresh said, wait a minute, I didn't give you a pass to use the N-word, so stop the show. It's okay for you, who is a immigrant to America and black, but you refer to black Americans as the N-word, all right? And you talk down on blacks, but now the person is white and they need to get a pass from you to say the N-word? Well, see, the reality is they see you being disrespectful towards blacks. So when you're disrespectful towards blacks, then there is no reason for them to respect blacks either, okay? Because you're not showing any respect for yourself. And then the guy repeats it. He says, you heard what I said, B-A-N. And then Fresh says what? Well, you wouldn't say that in front of other blacks. You couldn't go to Dallas and say that. Well, the reality is, Fresh, you wouldn't go to Dallas and say that. You wouldn't say anything that he's saying. You nor Myron will go around saying what he's saying in front of blacks because you guys talk even worse about blacks than what he's doing. And what people would see is the white guy, yeah, he shouldn't use the N-word, but he's saying, check my credentials. People know about me. Ask about me. Like, what's the problem? Folks know who I am. Folks know how I get down, right? So,
Two things. One, this white man, we could go anywhere in Dallas right now. So David, David, the white man that say the N-word, nobody's gonna know who he is. One. Two, these guys probably could go out there and say that, in a way. But the thing is they're not gonna be disrespectful to. They're not gonna. It's like, and nobody would. But how they be standing and what they be going, like what they be on, they're gonna switch up real quick. What they stand on, they're not gonna stand on in an area where there is a bunch of hood black people. You can get they might get really just a bunch of black people in general. It kind of like depends on where you at, where you can go and stand. But it's got to be a lot of like-minded other black people like them that feel the same way. I don't know too many places where they can you can get in the middle of the street in front of a bunch of black people in an area where, it could get critical, and then they say and speak the way that they be speaking. It's just but who would do that though, right? Who would do that?
He basically saying he's running with the blacks. He just happened to be white. So in other words, I got more pull in the black community than you. And when I'm calling you the N-word, for me, I'm not looking at it as racist. That's just what I think you are. But see, Fresh is not ready for that type of smoke. And many dudes ain't ready for that type of smoke. And see, this is what I want to tell you guys. When you're in front of other groups and other communities, you really got to be careful of what you're saying about the black community in front of those folks. Let me give you an example. I was living in Poland, okay? And it was a brother that was from, I'm not gonna say the country, but it's a big African country. And he was talking down on the problems in this country. The country's very well known. They're a trendsetter, so you can probably figure out what it was. So he was saying, look, the country I have is corrupt. The people are corrupt. Folks steal. Then he shifted the conversation to talking about the women. Like, the women in my country, all they want is money. All they want is this. All they want is that. And I'm sitting there because he's having a conversation with us and a few other blacks. And I was concerned. I'm like, hey, bro, do you actually tell this to white people? He said, yeah, why not? It's the truth. I said, well, you may feel that it's the truth, my brother, but you got to understand, you're living in Europe and people here are already hostile towards us as blacks. And I was talking to him in that way because when you live in Poland, it's not like, let me be honest. When you live in Poland, people don't look at you as, oh, you're Ghanaian, or you're South African, or you're Jamaican, or you're Nigerian, or you're Black American. They look at you as all black and you're from Africa. Everybody, right? So once you go out there and you start saying that, then it hurts the impression of blacks all across the city. So anyways, he ended up getting with this particular Polish lady. And of course he was going around allegedly saying the same things I told him not to say. Okay, he was talking to her about the things that I'm talking to you about now. And so when he did it, they initially had a fight. Not a physical fight, but they was arguing. And then what did she start to use against him as ammo?
Damn.
She was saying, you in my country, like, your country is corrupt. Your people are this. This is what you do. And while it might not have been the exact N-word type of thing that she used, it was she definitely used some language to let him know that as a black person he was less than. And so then he felt really bothered by that. And he felt like, oh, well, you're being racist. Like, you're being racist towards me. How can you be racist towards me? Like, that's not right. So now he wants to cry and play the victim role, right? So again, you want to play the victim role, but then again, you were not saying that when you were going around talking about your own community in front of the whole entire world to see. Even if you don't like black women, you don't like black men, when you're in front of other groups and people are watching, they watch it how you treat your people. They watch it, right? They watch it. And you are the #1 person that can teach others how to treat you. I want to give a shout out to Steve Dean. It's been a long time since we did the show, but he says, you teach people how to treat you. And this is the reality.
Facts. And I be telling y'all that all the time, from how somebody joke with you, from how somebody what certain people will say to you. Like, bro, if you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. You feel me? Sometimes you're gonna have to, I'm not trying to tell nobody get violent or nothing, but sometimes you are going to have to get up and say, nah, I'm not going like that. Yo, nah, I ain't fucking with that. It's like, you gotta be straight up. Sometimes you gotta, like, they gonna look at you like a weirdo because you did that, but they gonna have to respect that, because it's like, yo, bro, I'm just not going for that. If I'm not feeling that, I don't like certain ways. I just don't like to be played with, and I feel like I can wear that on my sleeve. You can probably wear it on my face. And as soon as I start letting certain things go, they can start wanting to play. That's what I'm telling you. That giving an inch, they gonna take them out. So you gotta stand for something, brother. You got
of it all. Yes, you do. And when you go out there and you act silly like that, and then people start coming towards you with that same kind of racism, and all of a sudden now it's too hard.
Yeah, now you trying to switch it up. Like, no, it's like exactly. You say these things, you act a certain way. Like, I'm telling you, bro. You don't want to be that guy.
And the Myron, I'm not even going to play the clip, but we've already heard it. Myron has had multiple instances where he's been talking down on blacks, similar to what we have seen just now. Said some of the most disrespectful things. He will go to the white supremacist chat rooms. And
Say
do
the
you
same
think that they
thing.
give him any kind of credit for him talking down on blacks? Nah, you don't get no credit for that. You know what I'm saying now? Oh yeah, well we gonna give you somewhat of a pass.
That's what I was saying about earlier. He do all that climbing up the hill, dying on the hill, just for when they see his body up there to kick that right back down, watch it roll to the bottom. They're not stunting that.
No, they're not gonna give you no pass. What happens? They talk to you crazy like they would talk to another person's adversary because they don't respect you. You don't respect your people. The biggest people that white supremacists respect are those people who are the exact opposite of them for their groups. All right, if you're a white supremacist, want to know who you respect? Most likely, somebody in the Nation of Islam. All right, this is why the Ku Klux Klan and Elijah Muhammad, actually the Ku Klux Klan was trying to fund Elijah Muhammad and them to stay separate. That was the respect. The respect was, we don't like each other, but we want to stay away from each other. Then, ironically, if you ever want to be friends, it got to be built on respect first. Okay, so you down for your community, and I'm down for my community. But the moment you start, kowtowing and trying to, talk down on other people, other blacks, at the behest of the whites, because you are doing it on some of the whites' behalf, not all of them, they end up disrespecting you. So bruh come on the channel, and he just started clowning them. Now, he might think he black. He might not mean it as a racist thing, even though what he's doing is wrong. But
Right.
he's like, look, man, I'm in South Dallas. I'm in Dallas, wherever he said he was from. Like, I go out there and say it like I'm one of them. You the one that's not one of them. In other words, I'm more black than you. Now, I can guarantee you, I have never heard nobody, no white person, come on Dr. Umar Johnson's stream and said there's many problems he got. I ain't never heard nobody say it on Boy's stream. Many problems does he have? I ain't never heard nobody say it on Tariq Nasheed's stream. I ain't never heard nobody say it on nobody's stream, but I done seen several instances of people going up to Fresh and Fit after they have clowned black people and get disrespected
it's a disrespect thing, bro. They niggas just don't respect these guys like that. And that's because of them. That's because of them. If they at least stood on the things that they was on and like had some type of respect for others, it would be different, bro. Like if there was some lick of respect for others, if you could, and it wasn't as emotional on one person's end, and the other person didn't just do what the other person did because they were the face of it, and it would be some type of respect. It's just like you can't respect people like they don't even allow an avenue to go down to respect them. It's just gone, bro.
that. I've seen.
They would have to come out and start righting all their wrongs. Look, we were wrong about this. I did this. I take accountability for X, Y, and Z. I feel like I should move better. I still feel the way that I feel, but I want to say it like this. I don't want to move the way I was moving. This is on me, and they're gonna get some flack for that. But they would never do this. But they'll get flack for that. But it would be a better play.
Multiple instances. I've seen people do the same thing to Candace Owens, talk about her like that, as much buffooning as she does. Again, who you doing all that for? Respect yourself. You ain't got to put down your community to get no respect from them. What are they giving you anyways? The white people are non-blacks who dislike black people will never give you anything anyway because they don't like your ass either. Okay, so you validating what they think is not gonna help you.
This is not an anti-white thing. I love white people to death. I love them. This is not an anti-white thing. This is a people that don't like black people thing.
Will only get validation from somebody if you have a power move. You make folks respect you. This is the same play the gays did. The LGBTQ community got where it's gotten today, largely because of forcing respect. Same thing with the Muslims. I remember after 9/11, it was almost free reign on hatred towards Muslims.
Yeah.
At that particular time. I mean, you can say almost anything. Same thing to a certain degree, not as bad. But what happened with the Asian community after COVID? They nipped that in the bud real quick. That Asian hate crime thing, Bill came in quick.
Yeah, he said they nipped that in the bud real quick. Fact. He said, "Oh nah, y'all ain't finna play with us like that."
Muslims have they got that together quick. Okay, same power play the Jewish community used.
Oh yeah,
right?
Oh yeah.
They
ain't going. Nah, they are not going. Disrespect who? Boy, Kyrie. Man, you ain't playing. Man, it's over with.
Make people respect them. And the blacks got to do the same thing. And you can never make somebody respect you by laughing at your own community because you're showing them that you're not no threat, you're defending.
And they all know they got their flaws. That's the thing. That's what I be saying. Like, at every community, they all know they got their own flaws. You know what I'm saying? But they stick up for each other on some right or wrong. You feel me? And within the community, they know we acknowledge, yes, we be tripping like this, but we still are this. It's like we don't start doing that, and then our ethnicity starts changing because we are now, deflecting this and we're adopting this. So now we're turning into that. No, you still this. So it's like, okay, accept them flaws, try to do better within that. And try out, like, you can speak how you want to speak, but you gotta have some type of respect, bro, especially with you that, you know what I'm saying? That being said, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like the video, sub up, comment up, bench with your channel. I love y'all, appreciate y'all, great for y'all. We gone. HD loud.